Alright guys, so we are back once again and gonna be talking some gaming. This week joined up by a little bit of a different crew here. So as always I got Tristan,
Hey guys.
I got Tom,
Hey.
and the return of Sean.
Back from the dead.
Yeah.
Sean.
See, people were wondering if you're dead, and I'm just like, no, Sean works the days we record, but today's not one of those days, luckily, so you're able to make it.
Yeah, I know. Now, back to what I was saying before. Sean revived. Sean revived.
I started a New Day chant, god damn it.
Revived.
Oh, Sean got a Phoenix down?
Revived.
Oh.
Booty.
Damn.
Alright.
So, we're here with, tons of gaming talk. I'm hoping to have a good conversation on a bunch of these topics. So, just to kind of give you guys a quick breakdown, we're going to talk about some of the new game releases, some Crash news, Xbones ports to PC, Titanfall 2, what we're playing, and the end of GameTrailers. So, before we get into that,
God.
yeah, we're going to just start off with the new game releases for this week. I'm going to quickly run down them. You guys tell me if anything catches your eye or, if anything sounds interesting. So, this week we have Street Fighter.
Wait, Street Fighter 5 came out?
It's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I gotta cop that, though.
I don't know.
There was a time that I was proper into Street Fighter. Like, I had it on the I had Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo as a kid.
Yeah.
And literally, I left it turned on and paused for so long that the cartridge melted in the console.
I also forgot, this is, I think a couple days ago it was actually Street Fighter's 25th anniversary.
Wow. I will say the last Street Fighters I played was like 2 I played, of course, when I was a kid at my friend's house. I played 4 pretty extensively on PC, and of course Capcom, Marvel Capcom, I played those, but I don't count those as Street Fighters, but whatever.
But still, dude, fucking Third Strike. Third Strike to me is like just the greatest Street Fighter game ever made.
Well,
Super Street Fighter 2, it's always...
That was my favorite, yeah.
Cause like for Third Strike, I see that people like the sprite animations, but not so much the fighting mechanics.
I mean, I love the fighting mechanic, like the parry system and fucking all that shit. Like, and also I like the new cast, like the new cast of characters that they haven't really brought back in any other recent games.
I know Alex is coming back as a DLC character for 5.
Yeah, but like Sean, no Urian, no Oro, no Q. Like,
See, to me, I remember distinctly as a kid. I moved here, and like my friend and I, we were like, I'll have to go rent a game every other weekend. We hung out, and like we would have sleepovers. So I'm at his house one of the weekends, and he's like, "All right, we can rent any 2 games now." So we went and got Maximum Carnage, which was like brand new at the time, and we're like so hyped. And we see the Street Fighter, but like, man, we've been playing Street Fighter 2. So the game we chose to rent because we're fucking idiots was the Street Fighter, the movie fighting game.
Oh, God.
And we were like, dude, it has Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's going to be the greatest choice we ever made. All the regrets we made.
Like, this game plays like ass. You said as you're 10 years old. This game plays like ass.
So
we should play that game, actually.
The graphics weren't terrible. I quite liked how they used the photo sort of style.
Yeah, they did like the Mortal Kombat thing where it was like the actor's photograph.
But
yeah.
I quite enjoyed that.
The difference there is that Mortal Kombat actually had a good fighting system.
Yeah, that fighting game.
Why couldn't they just port over the actual game and just change the sprites? I mean, it would have been so simple.
Yeah, huh.
Like, that's one sort of game you can't expect to fail, because you just think, use the same engine, just change the sprites and you're fine.
Yeah, but Mortal Kombat was supposed to be like a Jean-Claude Van Damme game, so I mean, the Street Fighter the movie game is the closest you're getting. So just make it terrible, and that's it. That's what the Street Fighter the movie, the game, was what Mortal Kombat would have been if they would have stuck with the Jean-Claude Van Damme thing.
I think, well, Tom, when you say about upgrading the sprites, I think there's a fan remake for the original Mortal Kombat with updated sprites.
See, now that I like that.
That's cool.
I love it when fans do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's notoriously at the moment Nintendo are trying to shut down because there's a HD fan-made version of Twilight Princess that's been in the works for years, and it looks way better than the one that's coming out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Textures are better, it's smoother. It's just.
Are they using the Unreal Engine 4?
I think they were using 3, but they're probably upgrading to 4 now that 4's out. They've been working on it for so many years.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of fan-made projects using Unreal 4.
Can y'all link me to this? Because seriously, Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda game, and like somebody's making.
They've done a lot though. Like you'd see like there's renders for like Spyro, Crash, and even Super Mario 64.
See, like Chase played all the Zelda games, like and especially Twilight Princess. I've never played it, so my first time playing it's going to be on the Wii U in like a month. So
seriously, Twilight Princess is like I wish they would have made more Zelda games in that style, but like definitely
like the ultra. Like it looks like a realistic take on Zelda, you know, from what I've seen.
Literally, it's much darker.
Yeah. I mean, I always wanted Skyward Sword, but it was on Wii, and I'm not going to play with fucking Waggle, so I'm just going to wait for an HD upgrade, hopefully.
Yeah, Twilight Princess is the last one I've played purely for that reason. I hate the Wii controls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Another game that's coming out while we're on the subject is Rocket League, finally coming to Xbone.
An awesome game, really fun and addicting.
I don't know.
I love Rocket League,
soccer with rocket-powered cars.
Well, it doesn't like the Xbone one have some exclusive Halo skins or gears or something?
Yeah, it's just for the chassis. It doesn't really do anything unless you want your car to look like Master Chief.
No.
That's what I like about Rocket League's DLC. Is like they did the Back to the Future one, they've done Portal one, I think. Now.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, like if you want
Batmobile.
Yeah, like if you want the DeLorean having a sombrero, then you can.
Wait, what?
And
there's a skin where you can have a sombrero on top of your car.
Rocket League's free, right?
Yeah, and the DLC as well is purely cosmetic. Like you can't just buy a load of upgrades and suddenly be the best.
I thought it was free
like,
when it released.
You're all on equal ground.
Then it went up the price.
Oh no, it was on PS Plus 1 month. That's when a lot of people got it.
I'm definitely getting it. I have to get because I've seen a lot of people play Rocket League and I'm like, this looks really fun. But then it had like a bunch of skins for cars, and I'm like, is there like a Men in Black one?
I think there might be. There's everything now. As soon as it became popular,
because they keep trying to get deals from like movies and other franchises to see if they can make more costumes for the cars because it's all
the 18 van.
I'm pretty sure there's the Ghostbusters one now.
Yeah, all it's completely cosmetic, so you don't have to worry about anything. It's just to soup up your vehicle.
The 18 van just playing soccer is fucking, or football, whichever you want, or carball.
If you get it on PS4, Sean, just I'll play you on it. It's a lot of fun.
I'm probably I was thinking either PC or PS4. I don't care. Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get a PS4, but
yeah,
it's not really a heavily modded game. There's no point getting it for PC because the graphics aren't going to be insane anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
You might as well get it on what you're going to play with most people on.
Yeah, that's true.
So, along with that, speaking of playing with other people, H1Z1 is officially splitting into 2 games because they want more money.
Because they're not going to finish it.
What's H1Z1?
It's a zombie survival horror game.
It's like one of 300 zombie survival games that all started after the Arma mod for DayZ, type of deal.
Yeah. Oh.
I want to play it. It looks like a lot of fun. I see a lot of YouTube about it.
Didn't they have like an exclusivity deal with PlayStation at one point saying it's coming out to PlayStation and then like it never showed up?
Originally,
I'm still waiting for it to come to PlayStation.
Well, when the company that was making it was originally Sony Online Entertainment, and they did the DC Universe and stuff, but they splintered away from them, so now they're putting everything on like Xbox One or like DC Universe. So it is still coming apparently later this year into beta, but the PC is like the premium version, where you can get all the bugs in earlier. So yeah.
So it's a game that no one gives a shit about. I mean, it just because okay. What makes H1Z1 different from any of the other zombie games?
Nothing. It's the same.
Okay, so it's a game no one gives a shit about.
Pretty much.
Only if you're like into really hardcore survival horror tactics.
I mean,
or you want to be addicted.
Yeah.
Okay, does it have like RPG elements, like where you upgrade your character?
Oh yeah.
Like light, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't care
about
it.
It's like an MMO type thing.
Oh, okay. Then I don't care about it.
It's kind of like just basically like Rust, where you can be a dick to people if you want to.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like lasso people and start just dragging them around the map and stuff. It's just hilarious listening to these kids scream.
I really want to play Rust, though, now you mention it.
Well, speaking of Rust, here's something I'm rusty about and know nothing about. Fire Emblem Fates, Conquest, and Birthright both come out. I have no idea what the difference is.
It's basically the Pokemon difference. You get
Or
exclusive stuff on each side.
or the Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages.
Oh, those were very different games, actually.
Yeah,
Were they?
Yeah. I just started replaying them. They're very good.
They were the same to me.
They're connected, but they're basically they're different.
What I'm saying was that people are kind of salty because the collector's edition, which is now sold out, it has all three story modes on one cartridge. Because the third story mode, which is basically the two stories combined into one final story, is DLC.
What the fuck? Nintendo, get out of here with this shit.
Yes, and the DLC comes out 2 weeks after launch. But if you got the collector's edition, you get to play it 2 weeks early on one cart.
Weird. That is really weird.
Okay. Well,
but you can get it on eBay for triple the price.
Which game has Corrin in it? Which one has Corrin?
Both of them.
They all have Corrin? Okay, I'm gonna play her a Smash.
I know nothing about the Fire Emblem, so I can't even really talk about it.
I would say the only Fire Emblem I ever played was like Awakening for 3DS. And the one for the GameCubes.
Yeah, it's just
GameCube.
It's a strategy RPG.
Yeah, okay. It's really good, but
I've been playing a lot of Super Nintendo games because I just got my old iPhone jailbroken. I've been playing a lot of Zelda as well, but was there a Fire Emblem game for the SNES, or was it just a Nintendo and then they skipped a few generations?
Yeah, the Fire Emblem's like really old, but most of the games haven't been released in the Western territories.
Yeah, I know that.
If I can find a translated ROM or something, I'm going to play the hell out of those.
And then the final game, which is now officially getting re-released after being ripped down to remove the first one, Bayonetta 2 standalone is coming to Wii U.
Yep. Oh, no, Bayonetta 2, because when it was released the first time, they released it in limited quantities because the first day editions came with a re-release of the first game.
Yep.
But since the Wii U has like low system sales compared to the other two, they're really in limited quantities, so they didn't really Platinum Games did not really print off a lot of a print run. So scalpers have been now trying to scalp it for like $70, $80, $90, even $100 for people who want to play it.
I am so mad that I don't have a Wii U because Bayo 1 and 2 are on there, and I'm like, fuck you.
It's not just that; it's that you can get them on the eShop, but in turn, you would have to get an external hard drive because the Wii U only has 32 gigs.
Yeah, and your problem is if you do that and something happens to your Wii U, you lose the fucking license. So, because Nintendo's shitty online, like...
That's why I'm like, fucking, why can't they just port Bayo and Bayo 2 to PC? Like what they did with Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, it all has to do with Nintendo. They funded the project. Because I think fans actually got mad at the director on Twitter saying that he's fucking over.
Kamiya or
it's one of them. I forgot who it was, but for the fans were protesting on Twitter saying you're fucking over the fans for siding with one system over the others that are selling really well. And he said, well, if you really want Bayonetta 2, ask Nintendo. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, just
I don't know. I mean, I'll check out Bayonetta 2 when it's re-released. I'll probably pick up the first one just to try because I've heard so many good things about it. So
no, it is. It's a really good game. It got I think like 9s and 10s across the board.
Dude, seriously, Bayonetta is probably one of my favorite games. Like next to like the Devil May Cry games, it is literally Devil May Cry but with a woman in it.
See, out of all like the Platinum Games series, my favorite one is Vanquish. And I wish that would get a goddamn sequel, because holy shit, that game
Vanquish was great.
My God, like
how did that not get a sequel?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. What you want? What's like even worse is that the European market, they got the standalone Bayonetta 2 version, and the US didn't.
Well, because
it was cheaper too at the time.
Yeah.
God damn it! Get out of here, Europe.
You fucking European mother.
I'm gonna fight Europeans.
You stupid bitch. Yeah, let's fight Europeans for America.
I don't know. Are you like becoming Cartman or something? What
is actually, I don't know what I'm doing.
Race war! Race war!
Cripple fight!
Oh, and speaking of cripple fighting, let's go over to talk about
GameTrailers?
Well, no, not yet, but we're going to talk about Crash Bandicoot. I don't even know what's up with this. Every month we get a new report. Hey, Crash is going to be coming back. And then moments after, someone officially crashes our dreams by going, no, we're mistaken.
How did people fall for this one? I mean, the picture of Crash on the front of the supposed box art looked like it had been coloured in
that was fake. That was fake. It
was so fake. And then someone saw it, thought it was official, who was like a toy maker or something. And
no, what it's then was is that the one of PlayStation's Twitter accounts actually posted a wanted sign for Crash, and then later at Toy Fair, a toy manufacturing company says that they're showing off their Sony figurines, and they said that Sony did get the rights to Crash, and it's not out of the ordinary for a toy manufacturing company to spill all the NDAs on. Yeah, so that's why it comes with the credibility.
Like the prototypes for toys got to start development like a year before release, if not longer. So it's like
we had this recently with the BVS toys as well.
Exactly. So I'm starting to wonder, like, did they work out a deal? Because Sony's been teasing this for like a year and a half, right? Did they work it out? And this was like accidentally leaked by them. Now they're just like, oh, because Sony still hasn't come out with an official statement regarding that. So
yeah, they don't. It's just they would rather save it until E3 is most likely what people's predictions is that if it is true that they will announce that a new Crash game is coming back.
Yeah, totally. I don't know. I just want, if it's not going to happen, they should just officially come out and say not going to happen. If you see any teases or Crash posts from us, it's all because, we're paying tribute to it. It's not going to happen. But they don't come out and say it, and it's like, oh, come on, guys.
I don't want them to ever really put the button on it, you know what I mean? Though I want to keep hope alive. There'll be a new Crash game.
The thing is that what makes it even more special is that this year is also Crash's 25th anniversary.
Wow, it's been 25. Holy shit!
Yep, that's why people are saying something's got to be happening since this year is Crash's 25th anniversary from being launched on the PlayStation.
We can hope, even if they reach a deal to like publish or maybe, I don't know, distribute like an Activision man. Even if it's a remake of the first one, I'd be okay with it,
just a HD retexturing even.
Yeah. Some new takes on some of the classic levels and stuff, that'd be great. So
that'd be awesome, yeah.
Oh man, I would be so happy if I could just ride that panda one more time. Well, not panda, it was a polar bear. In Crash Bandicoot 2.
Which one was the tiger? Was that Crash 3?
It was 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was Crash 3.
Oh, so good, so good. Nostalgia, man.
My nostalgia goggles.
Yep.
But those platforms were actually pretty good, though.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, they were.
Crash 1, I never played it when I was a kid. It's kind of weird. As a kid, I started with a lot of 2s, like RE2, Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat 2.
See, I did
never
2
played
also.
Crash 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, never played Crash 1, but apparently Crash 1 was, like, shockingly hard.
Hard because you had to use the D-pad. There was no analog.
Yeah, there was no analog.
God.
Which is, like, bullshit. Like, that... Because, the thing is... Because I grew up thinking man, everything had analog, right? even NES had analog, right?
That's what everyone thinks. So no, analog came in like '97, and then it wasn't
with the invention of the DualShock. So.
Yeah, then in '98, that's when it became mandatory. With I think Ape Escape being the first mandatory DualShock game.
Yeah, because you can't play Ape Escape without sticks, man. Because I tried,
I remember the first game I saw that was you must have it was Resident Evil DualShock Edition. That was the actual version of the game. I was like, wait, what?
DualShock Edition.
I don't know. So hopefully they come out with.
There's been so many editions. Resident Evil, I think, is one of the most notorious games for putting out editions next to the original Street Fighter 2, which had 8.
Street Fighter.
Yeah,
because that's why I'm worried about getting vanilla Street Fighter 5 because I know they're just gonna keep re-releasing it like what they did with Street Fighter 4.
Resident Evil 1 has been remastered 4 times now.
What Capcom says with that game with Street Fighter 5 is that they're not going to release any new editions. It's just going to be updates.
Oh, just updates? Okay, thank God, because we're not going to get a super ultra HD remix Street Fighter 5.
Oh, you probably will next generation.
Oh, next generation, because I don't think Sony wants to keep shelling out money to make a new version every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. So let's go. Well, since you mentioned money, let's talk about getting more money, but getting everybody pissed off. So Microsoft comes out and says, "Hey, that new game Quantum Break that we've been working on for like 4 years with Remedy, it's probably not going to break even." I'm just paraphrasing this. I'm putting this out there because it's probably what they're saying. So we're also going to release it on PC, except if you buy the Xbone version, you get the PC version for free. But it's not a Steam copy because it's only native to the Windows 10 store.
Okay, wait, what? Wait,
yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, because you want to lose money, so you know.
Let's quote Phil Spencer here. We want to build an ecosystem that fits the best platform perfectly.
Like that makes no. Like I swear to God, I'm not even acting right now. That legitimately confused me.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
That's like saying, all right, we're going to release a game on the PlayStation 4, okay? But it's made to only run on the PlayStation 2 because that's the best ecosystem. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why would you not go to Steam? No one's going to use your shitty Windows store. I don't even know it fucking exists, and I have Windows 10.
We're going to make a game for PC, but it can only be ran on GameCube.
All they're doing with this is encouraging people to pirate a game, and I don't encourage people to do that, but that's what's going to happen because it'll be easier.
It all stemmed from a tweet when I think one person who actually pre-ordered the games tweeted to Phil Spencer saying that he was going to cancel his pre-order and not play the game at all, and that's how Phil Spencer gave that quote. And he has kind of one quote of sense. But also the person telling him has some sense too, is that if it's supposed to be exclusive to the Xbox One platform, why would you put it over to PC when you're saying one thing and doing another?
Then you say it's console exclusive, but they said it's exclusive. So it's like, no, now it's console exclusive. So I mean, I have all the systems, so I'm going to play it probably on Xbone because it'll guarantee to run. But it's like, I don't, like, what? I'm just so confused on Microsoft messaging. Like, I don't understand what they're saying. And apparently this is going to be the start of seeing more ports. So it's like, what's the point of owning a goddamn Xbone at this point?
Yeah, that's what people are saying on across the net, is that if the so-called exclusives are going to be on PC within, either the same day or within a couple months, what's the point of getting an Xbox One if I have a PC that can run it even better? There's really no point if you're just going to say, oh, these are exclusive, but for PC players, you can play them too, only that the best experience is on the Xbox One when it really isn't.
Right, and look at the stupid bullshit that happened with Tomb Raider. Oh, it's exclusive to Xbox One. You got to get it on here. You don't know when it's coming. So sales sink, and they're like, oh, it hasn't even been 4 weeks. Here's your fucking, PC release. You're like, motherfuckers. Like,
and what's even funnier is that if you check now on Amazon, the PlayStation 4 version is up for pre-order.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Jesus Christ,
I'll probably pick it up on PlayStation at some point. But, I mean, I got Tomb Raider 1 for like £7 or something on PlayStation. It was in a sale, so I'll just wait until the second one's like
Well, you'll be in luck, Tom, because it'll probably be the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know, it's just so...
There's nothing to take away from the game. Rise of the Tomb Raider is an amazing game.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's just the way that Microsoft is trying to sponsor the game and like get all of it out instead of just saying that we don't really trust our brand or the Xbox One as much, so we're gonna put it on PC. If you're just gonna say that, you should just do it.
I mean, it was silly when they released it the same night as Fallout 4 as well. Even if it is a better game, everybody knew Fallout was going to be the game that sold out fast.
I mean, if Pornhub checked the stats saying that they had a dip in traffic, then you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. We'll talk more about this as it gets closer to release date, and right before a game developer conference coming up in a couple weeks, like Microsoft sent out an invite that they're inviting all sorts of game developers because they're going to announce some major PC stuff coming and all that.
Oh yeah.
am seriously expecting a shitstorm. If they say, all right, guys, Halo 5, it's coming here. You know, this game is going to be date and date. This other exclusive, Forza Horizon, it's going to be on PC also. You might as well just fucking dig a grave for the Xbox One. Like, you are done. There is nothing there anymore.
It's really weird because they announced that they're going to have, like, their own PSX, I think, later on in the month. They just sent it out. No one really knew what they were doing. It wasn't brought to attention until, like, a couple days ago. It's just really weird. I wonder what they're going to show. Hopefully there are actual exclusives and not timed exclusives. Because I legitimately wanted to get an Xbox One if it was right for me at the time.
I just want Naughty Dog to be there because I mean then we're going to see. Hopefully, The Last of Us 2 is in production. Hopefully, I mean they won't admit that they're working on it right now, but you know that they're working on it right now.
Well, they have 2 teams now, so they have one project and they have a sequel project.
Or there's a new IP that they're working on, and that'll be announced.
And studios, they're working. Woo.
I'd love them to come out and say, yeah, we were going to work on The Last of Us 2, but now we've got this even better idea.
You know what?
We're going to do something totally new.
While we're talking about the, hey, Microsoft, you're fucking stupid, let's go talk about the next Microsoft, you're fucking stupid. Because Titanfall 2 details came out. It's, of course, going to be on multiple platforms after Titanfall 1 completely bombed on the Xbone. I shit you not. After hearing this, I figured there was going to be an influx of players playing on Xbone, so I put my copy in. I went at peak hours, which is about 7 p.m., right? And I log in and it has a player count. At 7 p.m., after the hype announcement of Titanfall 2, there was 211 players online.
Wow.
That's great. No. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. Worldwide, that's a lot.
Here's my problem. Titanfall is one of the best designed shooters I have ever played. The moment to moment, the way the guns handled, the way you move, the Titans, that game is a perfect shooter. Like, it just feels good. You can get in there, you feel like you're playing MLG, even if you're brand new, because the game is so responsive and how it goes minute to minute. All the problems in this game rely in the fact that it was multiplayer only and the fact that it was Microsoft exclusive. So the sequel, it's going to be on everything, and it's going to have a single player campaign, which honestly, when you play Titanfall, like, you see some of the maps, and there's, like, giant dragons and creatures walking in the back. And I'm like, oh my god, I want to explore this world, right? I want to know why these factions are fighting each other, what these planets represent. And hopefully we get that, because I'm playing Titanfall the moment it comes out. Like, I'm so hyped for that game.
It just goes to the fact that you shouldn't, like, think one system is going to outsell the other again for a second cycle in a row. Because that's what happened when they didn't know Microsoft's plan until it was announced at E3 in 2013. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about Titanfall 2? I mean, are you guys going to even give it a try? Or?
Yeah, well, I will probably.
I didn't play the first one, so.
I mean, if I know you guys are gonna play it, which I know you guys are going to, I might give it a shot. But once you guys stop playing it, I'm throwing it away.
Yeah, I mean,
like throwing it in the trash, or
it's one of those games where I'm like, if I have nobody to play with, I really don't care.
See, that's the thing. I want to play Titanfall the original constantly, but no one's online playing it, so I'm just it's just sitting on my shelf, and I have the PC version too. And I know if I install that, there's going to be even fucking less people. So I'm just like, whatever, guys.
Yeah, it's literally the problem I have because I want to play Payday 2. I love Payday 2, but no one plays it.
Problems.
And I keep seeing it for sales too. I keep saying, should I get Payday 2?
Yeah, I mean, you should, but it's just like you gotta have other people to play with. But it's just like no one fucking plays it. Because I saw the PS4 version of Payday 2, and I was just like, I want that, but no one like plays the shit.
I've not played Payday 1, but I mean, I'd be up for getting it if I see it like on sale at some point.
I mean, Tom, knowing you will fuck up the whole heist because I'll be like,
I do a lot of online heists in GTA.
Like, let's go full on stealth because you can go full on stealth without nothing happening. But knowing you'll be like, fucking jewelry heist, son. Start cracking
crash the getaway vehicle through the window.
I've had some of the most fun with stealth missions in GTA lately. It's a
Oh,
lot more fun.
yeah, it's a hell of a lot more fun to do things stealth, but I know there's always gonna be that one person to just shoot everybody, like he's Mr. Blonde or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Is that what's his name? Because I haven't seen
I
Reservoir
haven't
Dogs in
seen
so
it in so
long.
many years.
I think it was Mr. Blonde. I mean, okay, the fuck the what's the actor's name? Look, I'm now trying to think of the actor's name. Shit, he was Rafferty in True Crime Streets of LA. No one? Okay.
I have no fucking idea.
Shit. Let me look him up.
You look them up while we start talking about exactly what we are playing. So I'm going to go first. I will say in one sitting, I downloaded and beat Firewatch. So this is a hard game to rate, review, and talk about because it's a walking simulator. Literally, it's one of those games. You're walking and the story's being told to you and you're a Firewatch. You know, that's what you're doing. Now, typically, this game, I wouldn't talk about it if the story and the heart wasn't all there. And that's what it's about. That's what every critic is pretty much saying. It's a very emotional story, very well acted. And the twists, the turns it takes really keep you engaged all the way through, all the way to the end. 4 hours I spent playing it was absolutely amazing. I'm going to revisit this. It's going to be one of my games that I revisit once a year to just kind of, get the experience again and just think about it. Highly recommend it. And of course, with that, I've been playing XCOM 2 still. I think I'm about 70 hours in now, and there's no signs of slowing down. Holy crap, that game is hard and hardcore, but it's so good. So, yeah, that's the games I'm playing.
Well, I got my copies of Fire Emblem Fates, the Collector's Edition, and Bayonetta 2 coming Friday. I don't know why Nintendo decides to release new games on Fridays.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. But it's coming on Friday. I'm gonna get those. You may see a review for Bayonetta 2 coming soonish. But I completed Gravity Rush Remastered. It's an amazing game. I actually did a review on it. If you want to go check that out, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Tristan actually put effort into his review, unlike mine where I just talk for 5 minutes. I'm just, it's fucking good enough.
Yeah, it has everything in the review. It's a lot of work for 7 minutes, but check that out. It's really good. And it should be really informative. I don't know what Sean's been playing. I don't know if you count like a pastrami a game.
Bro, man, that pastrami sandwich was great. But anywho, no, actually, I've been playing a lot of like retro shit because the thing is, I bought XCOM 2. And now I use my TV as a monitor.
Okay.
This is gonna make you laugh. I boot up XCOM 2 and I'm like, yes, it fucking works. I'm gonna play it. My TV cuts the fuck off. It says it can't, like, there's no, it can't match the resolution.
Yeah, the resolution's too high for a TV.
The resolution's too high for my TV.
So change the goddamn resolution.
No, I didn't even get to the main menu.
Yeah, so change it. Usually if you go into like your documents / my documents / find a core file, it's like the ini file. You can set a custom resolution to like 720 or whatever. And
okay.
Like just Google it up because frequently if you use a TV like that, you do run into that problem, which I've run into since I use a Steam box. But it's a simple solution. Because
it was just hilarious. I got so bummed, so I just said fuck it, and I bought Scarface: The World Is Yours. I got NBA Street Volume 3. I
love that these are your retro games.
Yeah, Evil Dead Regeneration. I got all these games with like PS2, GameCube, and shit, and I started like playing the fuck out of them, and like just revisiting Scarface: The World Is Yours, like selling coke, just shooting up people and doing all that shit. I was like, man, this game is just weird and fun. And then I got a game that I've been looking for at least like 15 years, which is hilarious. Because I remember this when I was a kid. It's called Headhunter. But I didn't know what the fuck the game was, and I thought it was like the coolest shit ever. Went back and played it like just like 2 days ago, and it's literally one of the worst games I ever played.
I vaguely remember playing that, but I don't remember liking it.
Like I was like, oh man, there's a guy. He has a motorcycle. He doesn't have any memories or whatever. What is this game called? And then I played it, and it sucks so much. I was like, why did I love this when I was a kid? It's like Winback, if you ever played Winback. You know, it's like you have fond memories of it, but it's literally the worst goddamn game you've ever played.
And what's even funnier is that we actually looked online when me and Sean were talking. Is that game actually got a sequel?
Oh yeah, Headhunter 2. It was weird. It's like how did a shitty game get the fucking sequel? It's crazy. But yeah, today I'm probably gonna like play Undertale again because I haven't finished it because I was just
I bought that game and I bought the other game everybody's talking about, which is Oxenfree, but I haven't started them yet. So
fuck is Oxenfree?
It's like another one of these like Twilight Zone style games. It's like 2D, like that 2.3D style, you know? Yeah, it looks really sick. So
okay, Armin, you love Super Metroid, right?
Yes.
I highly recommend you play a game called Axiom Verge. It's actually spelled AXIOMVERGE.
I've heard of it, but I've never checked it out. So
it is literally Super Metroid.
Yeah, it's just basically Super Metroid type game.
It is literally Super Metroid. Like,
I mean, one of my all-time favorite games from the last generation was goddamn, why is the fucking name blanking me right now? It was made by it's the one with Noah North and it's 2.5D and they recently re-released it for free. Shadow Complex, that's it.
Oh, you said Nolan North. I'm thinking all the
games.
Okay, that's a rather large list. Yeah,
that was a terrible way to try to deduce the actual situation.
Yeah. All right, now that narrows it down to 400 possible titles.
What's funny with that is that someone actually interviewed Nolan North about that. Is to just go off all of the characters you voiced. And it was too many. I can't. You have to pick.
Yo, Axiom Verge looks like damn, this looks dope.
No, seriously, Axiom Verge is really, really good. I'm probably gonna go back.
Is this on PC?
Yeah, it's on PC.
All right, good.
And it's controller supported and all that bullshit. It's fucking amazing. Like you'd be like, okay, I got this new weapon. Time to explore all these different areas that I couldn't already do. It's literally Super Metroid. You know, like I fucking love that game.
Talking of Super Metroid, that's a game I'm gonna have to play again soon. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm playing a load of Super Nintendo games on my old iPhone, but I mean now I'm on Link to the Past. I'm up to the second crystal after I've reached the Dark World, and I'm just loving the game. It's the first time I've ever played it, but I'm playing that and the original Mario Brothers games, and yeah, I'm gonna be playing Metroid as soon as my little controller Bluetooth thing that attaches arrives.
Nice.
Yeah, apart from that, I've been playing GTA. I'm still making videos. There's videos incoming for the Control Breakers channel soon and stuff like that.
Anybody else playing anything?
Honestly, I should really get one of those controllers that can hook up like Bluetooth, you know, wireless or whatever, to my phone. Because I have like Pokemon Fire Red on my phone, and I'm like, it sucks playing on the actual screen. But
I mean, the one I've got is literally it cost me $8.99 on Amazon, including postage.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, so it's not as expensive as you would think, and like you could literally probably get it next day delivery if you're willing to pay for it.
Honestly, I really do want to just go back and play Pokemon because I mean my save. I just started naming all my Pokemon after JoJo stands. Like, so I'm like, okay, my Squirtle is named Diver Down. I have a Pidgey that's named Pet Shop.
Did I ever tell you guys about the most like embarrassing fucking Pokemon moment in my life?
Go for it.
So freshman year, right? And I'm in high school. We just got there. It's like the second week of high school, not even. And I get off the bus late in the morning. So normally there's the cafeteria and it's filled with people, you know, eating free breakfast and all that. So I walk in and I'm walking and I sit down to put all my shit down. And I see my friend Matt and my friend Andy are both like just concentrated into like Pokemon. I'm like, what the hell? Or into it. I think it was the DS just came out, like the OG DS. And I see they're playing, and I'm like, what the hell's happening? And suddenly, the whole fucking cafeteria is silent. My friend Andy, and mind you, I'm the one still standing, putting my shit down, throws down his 3DS and goes, fucking A, man, my Pidgey was too weak. You took advantage of it. And the entire room just focuses on us, and I'm the asshole standing after he's screaming my Pidgey's too weak. So I look like I'm the one pissed. From that point on, it was all downhill from there. Because I'm like, Jesus Christ, we just started high school, and now everybody thinks I'm the one playing the Pokemon. I mean, I was. Mine was in my backpack, but I didn't need everybody to know about it, right?
You should have just embraced it, man. Pokemon fan and proud.
like a couple years after, yeah, it was all about the nerd shit.
Just looking at everybody like, the fuck y'all looking at? I'm gonna throw a Pokeball and capture all you bitches.
That's basically what happened like with mine. Mine was we were at the lunch tables, and I think we were it was when the remakes to Fire Red and Leaf Green came out. I had Fire Red. My friend, I think Chris, he had Leaf Green. We were at the lunch tables. It was after school, and we're just battling each other, trading and whatever. And he gets all rambunctious and starts getting pissed off because he keeps losing to my Charizard. And this group of girls is who we knew. They came over because they're just talking. And goes, "You guys playing Pokemon?" And like Chris didn't want to say anything because he felt embarrassed or anything. I just went, "Yeah, so what of it?" And he's all, "You kind of old for that?" I'm like, "No, it's pretty fun." And then why is Chris acting like he's watching porn or something? I was like, I don't know.
Shit, honestly, like, speaking of that, man, I have a funny story about porn in school. No,
You're using your PSP to watch porn?
No, I was using my laptop. But okay, we were in class. I think it was like it was like economics, right? And me and my friends, we were just like, because they put on a movie, and then we were like, fuck, we're gonna watch our own movie. So me and my friends put on Jackass 3.
Classic.
Yeah, and then everybody, like the people behind us, started watching it, and this girl Nicole, who had permanent bitch face, she's like, "What the fuck y'all watch?" I'm like, "Hardcore gay porn. Like, get the fuck out of here."
What?
No, because because they had the flying dildo part, just smacking people in the face. So yeah. But anyway, there's another game I urge you guys to play, but it's only multiplayer. It's which kind of sucks though, but it's on Steam. It's a Smash Brothers style kind of thing, like I guess kind of like Lethal League or like Rivals of Aether. It's called Stardust Vanguards, where you have like your own like I guess like Gundam suits, like style Gundam suits or whatever, your own mechs, and you're in space and shit. You have to like try to shoot your opponents and stuff, while there's also other obstacles that come your way, like asteroids or pirates or something like that, but you're locked into this like little arena. It's one of the most fun Smash Brothers clones I've ever played, because it doesn't like copy from Smash Brothers like Rivals of Aether does. It just like, it knows what it is, and it does its like kind of its own thing, and the more you play, the more you unlock. Like, because you start off with like, I guess 2 to 3 levels that you can play on, but the more you play the game, the more levels you unlock, and the more modes you unlock. It's a very fun game. But seriously, the problem is that you need other people to sit around the computer or whatever with you, with all these controllers attached to the computer, and that's how you play it. Because the thing is, I want someone to play with me, but the thing is, I don't have anyone near me to actually plug their fucking controller in. Because I don't think that you can play it, like with people like across the world or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, you mean like with servers? It's only local?
Yeah, like on servers. Yeah, I think it's only local to my knowledge. So, but it's again still very, very fun if you can find people to play with you. It's very, very fun.
I just want them Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, who doesn't want to play Ninja Turtles, dude? Like, fucking Mikey though. No, but seriously though, any new news on that game or no?
Still
My
not.
Amazon ship date moved from sometime in August, September to December 31st, which means at any point it could announce it's coming. So
yeah, the Amazon always does that before the announcements.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I really just I want to play that fucking game.
So, I mean, let's go on then and talk about the final topic here at hand. Now, before I start talking about this, I'm probably going to swear and talk a lot of shit. And I just want to say nothing against the people that work at, GameTrailers or that worked at GameTrailers. Some of those people are very talented. I've met some of these people in person and talked to them, or some people that worked there before, and they are some of the most humble people that influenced me to do what I do here, you know, at CBC or Control Breakers or whatever. My issue was how, like, pretty much Viacom and whatever the fuck the other company that took GameTrailers after, and how they just completely butt-fucked it and ruined it. So GameTrailers out of nowhere shut down on last Monday. Now, this happened out of nowhere. Nobody knew. None of the people. Because you look at their Twitters and like what they were saying. They were all excited. They were having a giant like meeting. They were getting ready to launch 2 new series. And to go with that, a dude was on vacation and another dude was on his honeymoon when they told him he's fired. Like,
damn.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no 2 weeks notice. Nothing. It's just, no, we're done tomorrow. Fuck you.
Fucking did CM Punk work for them? Like,
no, it's like from the tweets that they said is that they went into work and they were getting ready to, you know, do their business, and within not even a couple hours of notice is that the company shut down. You all being let go, and that's where it all stemmed from. Everyone just being dumbfounded that, you know, like what Armin said, no 2 week notice, no nothing. It's you're getting ready to go to work. Seems like a regular day until
doesn't sound like they had 2 hours notice.
Nope.
Yeah. It's just
ridiculous.
Like, to me, GameTrailers, I discovered them literally when they launched. One of my friends in high school, we were at the computer lab. He's like, dude, have you checked out Killzone? I was like, what the hell is Killzone? This is Killzone 1. And he's like, I don't know, but this new site GameTrailers just posted the trailer. Want to watch it? So I like pull over my chair and we watch it. And I was like, GameTrailers, huh? All right. And I've been visiting that site ever since. They had my favorite podcast on there, and way back when, I've never really told the story before, but when I first met my wife Shay, when we were going to spend our first like Christmas together with her family, I hated them. Like I only met them a couple times, but I never really liked any of them. So I was really nervous. And in 1990 or like 1998, when I moved here, I didn't know like much English, but like, so it was like 10 years later, and I still really didn't like a lot of these people that didn't really understand, you know, what like war was and what the hell I went through. And that was her entire family. So 2008, it was Thanksgiving, and we're like going up there to celebrate like Thanksgiving, Christmas or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm nervous. I need something. So I searched quickly gaming videos, and GameTrailers podcast showed up. I was like, they have a podcast? What the hell's a podcast? So I quickly downloaded their Thanksgiving episode, and it was like 2 hours of a bunch of dudes talking about dicks, penises, and how much they hate all the video games of the year. I was like, this is the greatest shit ever. And that was my inspiration for CBC. I was like, I just want to do that about comics. So, like, you know, they kind of, like, helped shape where we came from. And the fact that they just got completely butt-fucked. And, like, these guys were huge. Like, this is GameTrailers. Like, when you think of the 3 big websites, there's GameTrailers, IGN, and GameSpot. If this can happen to these guys, IGN and GameSpot, you guys are fucking next. And IGN, good fucking riddance, because I hate that website. Like, those guys just fuck.
Yeah, it's just the way it hits home, because like for GameTrailers, they showed up when the internet was just taking off. They were around before YouTube was a thing.
Yeah, they were pioneers.
So getting like, you know, GameTrailers, videos, podcasts, there was no easy access to these types of things. Well, unless you had a website, in which GameTrailers provided that website for a lot of people and inspired them to do their own thing. When YouTube started taking off is when you started seeing reviews, podcasts, you know, retrospectives of video games, because there was not that type of media that there is until today. So with the pioneers leaving, it's kind of sad.
They pioneered that, like you said. And here's one thing I remember. Before YouTube ever did HD video, GameTrailers was 2 years ahead of them with HD 720p 1080 content. Like, these guys were huge.
It didn't load fast, but it was there.
Right, you had to have the right internet, but they were doing all this content first ahead of everybody. It was like, it just bugs me that, like, legitimately, there's good people working there that were completely thrown out of jobs. And you look at some of the OG content they've had, pretty much everybody copies what they did. Like, you go to IGN, you're like, that's what GameTrailers did. You go to, like, GameSpot, you're like, that's what they did. Like, you know, it's terrible what happens with these places. And I'm going to say, like, right now, I'm going to go on a slight other rant. Another thing that killed them was ad blocker. Like, and that's killing pretty much everybody. Everybody that works on YouTube that puts out content, everybody that works on any of the big websites, if you use ad blocker, they don't make money off that. So you not watching a 30-second ad or a 15-second or whatever is the cause and effect here. And like GameTrailers is one of the few rare websites, including YouTube, that I don't have ad blocker on, because I'm just like, listen, if this is how these guys function, I want to make sure they get some money. So I don't mind watching, like 2-minute, trailer if I have to watch like a 15-second ad or whatever. So there's just a whole lot of shit that just sucks about this, and it's really scummy. And like, let's not even talk about how Jeff Keighley ruined goddamn GameTrailers himself. Holy shit.
Oh, man. I think our favorite person talked about Jeff Keighley ruining GameTrailers.
Razor Fist?
Yep.
Did he? Oh my god.
Dude, he made an entire rant about it.
Oh, Jesus.
Like an entire rant about like the fall of GameTrailers. It was great.
I remember when he predicted it like 5 years ago or something. Like when you first showed me his videos a couple of years ago, I was like, oh man, and like there's a lot to be said, because Jeff Keighley came in and he's like, yo, here's what we gotta do. We gotta put iJustine to host all this shit. It's like, no, get the fuck out of here.
And like Doritos and fucking Mountain Dew.
So disappointing. Like,
I do remember.
Oh, go ahead, Tom.
I do remember one memory from GameTrailers though, where I was actually on there to watch a trailer for a game, obviously, and there was an ad before it. But the weird thing is, the ad and the trailer that played before the one I was going to watch was for the game that I was watching. So essentially, it just played the same video twice.
Yep, I've had that too.
Yeah, I used to find that just so funny.
Hang on, I'm gonna find that video.
There's like two series that I loved about GameTrailers, which was Timeline, and I think it was the one where they would trying to find was it myths and urban legends about games to see if they're true.
Oh yes, yep. Those were so good.
Yeah, especially with the myths and urban legends. I kind of knew something was up because it hasn't been updated since 2014, I believe.
I knew something was weird when they were doing the Diablo retrospective, and they were literally like putting out a new part every month, and suddenly part 3, 2 months go by, 3 months, 4 months. It's been like a year and a half, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, shit, like it's going downhill. Like there's something happening. Like you said, their retrospectives were great. They had, a great podcast, and they had to retool it a couple times. But like, they had great shows like the bonus round where they were bringing, industry professionals to talk about it. Yeah, and like, I don't know, there was so much great content that they produced that you would go there to see, and suddenly they stopped like all of it, and it just felt off. Like everything just felt weird about it.
Yeah, no, it's really bad because people went to GameTrailers because that's probably especially for the newer generations, probably their first experiences of games that were easily readily available to them. Like if we're going for us, we had magazines, newspaper ads, so everything was really late, and we would have to scrap for things on the internet because they had potato cam JPEG images that we could barely see shit in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you actually mentioned about how magazines used to be the main source for things like this. But when I was a kid, I mean, this just reminds me of when I was a kid of my favorite magazine, which was a GameCube magazine, unofficial, called G-Force. And it was amazing. And like they gave away a free DVD with every issue, and it had like game trailers.
Oh, yeah.
They even like produced their own content when they interviewed people. It was awesome. It was like the internet. Before the internet.
Yeah, and I can see commenters saying, "Yeah, you guys are old." I mean, that's how we got our news. Is that we go to the grocery store, the newsstand, and get the comics and magazines and read up.
And I remember being so annoyed because I kept missing issues because it was quite popular in the area and they kept selling out. I subscribed.
Every time I go to Walmart with my mom, I would always this is before I would always wander off to the video game section. I would always wander off to the magazine section because I would just read video game magazines and be like, oh, what's this coming out? What's this coming out? I actually bought those things, being hyped for games that never even got released.
I'm glad you say that because I still have 2 giant bookshelves. Like, they're, those big bookshelves, maybe like 3 foot by magazine width, filled with old GamePro, EGM, Nintendo Power, Sony official magazine. I have the first official 50 issues of the Xbox magazine with all the demo discs. Like, that to me was great, and it's like GameTrailers was another step in that. And I do want to say this because there's a guy that used to work at GameTrailers. His name is Shane Satterfield. He was like a huge inspiration to me, like how open he was, and like he was one of the first guys that when Resident Evil 5 came out and Final Fantasy 13, he was the guy that everybody was giving the high scores to, and he went out there. He was like, "Dude, these games are shit. What the fuck are you people smoking?" Like he was willing to speak his mind. And I watched a recent video he just recently did, and he revealed that Machinima on YouTube.
Yeah.
They actually were a huge part of GameTrailers' demise because what they started doing was they got that partnership. They would rip every one of GameTrailers' trailers, put it up on Machinima, which is how they got their initial influx of all the big hits, and they didn't even remove the watermarks. And he gave specific links, and I checked them. Sure enough, every single one of those, he gave almost 100 links. I checked like 10 of them. They were all GameTrailers rips that they didn't give a single fucking credit to. So, Machinima, go fuck yourself too while you're at it, because that's just fucking scummy.
Yeah.
And if I can just finish the thing about the magazine, though, the reason it reminds me of GameTrailers is because I kept missing issues. I finally signed up for the mail subscription thing, so I could just start receiving them. The week that I do, the company goes under and the magazine is cancelled.
Yep.
So annoying.
You can see the evolution of game, media and reporting going from like magazines to websites to YouTube, and it's really sad seeing that some of these companies like GameTrailers, it's hard for them to evolve when they can be fucked over in an instant.
And
I even forgot. I mean, this magazine was giving away the action replay, like mini discs for the game, so you could do the actual action replay codes and shit. Like I had a Spider-Man 2 one, I had a Simpsons Hit and Run one, Mario Party 4 one.
Like,
it was awesome.
What Tristan was saying. It's like about evolving. And currently, believe it or not, if there are certain GameTrailers podcasts, they were one of the bigger podcasts that like goes along online. There are certain episode numbers where if you check the hits they got, I compared to CBC, we get more hits than them.
Wow.
Think about this for a second. They had multi-millions of people visiting their website a day. We have 120,000 people per day that visit our YouTube, and we got more hits at one point. So, like, that's just like the medium is evolving. So, currently, like the best way to get your medium is you go on YouTube and there's a guy talking about it like us. And that gets more hits than all these professionals now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's like you go to YouTube, you go to iTunes, you download, from SoundCloud. That's how you get your media now.
Yep. Yeah.
And from something from websites, I think when they did the statistics for GameTrailers website, I think the average time people is about 3 minutes, which is just basically a trailer. So not many people would be on the website listening to the podcast or retrospectives, but they would get the views on YouTube, but they needed the money for the website because I think it was in a decline from I think they got about 3.6 million views on the website, and it kept at a steady decline for the next 6 months to about, I think, 3 or 2.9 million.
At its peak, when I was watching the guy Shane Satterfield talk about it, he said that at their peak, they would almost do close to 100 million impressions a month.
Damn.
Wow. To declining to 3 million in only 5-year free fall, that is fucking crazy. I don't understand. Where does gaming journalism go from here? What do you guys think? Is it assholes like us who are going to keep it alive? Is that what's happening now?
For the most part, because you have a really wide selection of what you want to hear and when you can hear it.
No, Tristan, shut up. You have it wrong, bro. It's gonna be assholes like Anita, Anita Sarkeesian. She has no idea. People that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They're just basing it off of literally nothing, and yet gonna get everyone to listen to them. But but assholes like us that actually know what the fuck we're talking about and provide with the actual good information and good points, we're gonna be left in the dust, man. We're going to be left in the dirt while people like Anita Sarkeesian, which Twitter dumbassly hired her for internet security.
So basically it's going to be against the rules.
Complaining about Bayonetta's ass. I was like, what?
So it's going to be a complaint against the rules about having an opinion and that we're infringing on someone's safe place.
safe
You're triggering
space.
me, dude.
You're triggering me, bitch. I swear to God, I hate. When did we get to that point where we can't Man, like, look, if I want to stare at Bayonetta's ass while I'm kicking Angel and Demons in the ass, then yeah, let that be me. But don't tell me that is wrong to play a kick-ass character with a nice ass. Like, fuck you.
It's just the times you have to evolve, but unfortunately, most people can't.
No, de-evolve, really. Like, thanks, King Koopa.
We're actually like losing. The more rights, quote unquote, they give us, the more rights we lose. Like, what the fuck world are we living in?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I'm like, man.
The whole world changed on 9/11.
Everything's fucking changing too
No,
goddamn fast.
it changed once Obama got in office. Thanks, Obama, for these fucking. Thanks, Obama, for Tumblr.
So we will end the podcast here. Now I know Sean normally doesn't have this day off. Sean, what days do you normally have off?
I usually have Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, so we're gonna try to maybe arrange something if you guys want to get Sean in, at least on this podcast, more with us if we record maybe Sundays instead of Mondays like we've been doing, because I think that'd be more fitting, because then we could get more opinions in here. So, I don't know, we'll see, we'll talk, and thank you everybody for listening to the podcast, and as always, we'll be back next week.